Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Normally I do not show my face here, but I am very excited to show a pickup that I received, or that I got fairly recently at a used media store that sells everything from books, DVDs, video games, all sorts of tech, old and new. I mean, it's across the board. It's called McKay's out here in Nashville, Tennessee. And you can buy and sell back stuff and get store credit, and it's not. So me and my son were selling back some old pops we didn't need, and we decided that if we get enough credit, actually, even if we didn't, we were going to pick up something that we saw on the shelf. And luckily, the store credit covered the cost completely. But I picked up this Marvel Legends Gladiator Hulk from the Infinity Saga series. I didn't know this was a thing. The last thing I saw regarding a figure like this was it was a Build-A-Figure that I knew I was never going to complete because I was not going to go out of my way to get all the pieces for those figures from that wave. And so I didn't know that there was ever a standalone version. It was brought to my attention recently that this was an Amazon exclusive at one point. And anyway, I found this for $44 or about $45, but we have store credit to cover the cost of this figure. So we kind of got rid of stuff we didn't need and picked up this. So today we are going to be reviewing the Gladiator Hulk, and what makes me really excited about this is when I first started collecting Marvel Legends, I was really focused on the MCU characters in the main line, and I was rapidly brought to my attention that they do not make a lot of Hulk action figures. And obviously that is true now that I've been doing this for a little bit, and so I am very excited to have added this to my collection. I'm very excited to open it. I know it's an older figure, and some of you have probably seen this in action already, but forgive my enthusiasm. We are going to unbox this and check out Gladiator Hulk from the Infinity Saga. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time here, please hit that like, please hit that subscribe, and please share this video with other like-minded action figure enthusiasts. If you are returning, I also appreciate it very much if you hit that like and subscribe. Every like, every subscribe, every comment helps this push this channel out even further so more people can see it. We are gaining a lot of traction. As I post each video, I'm seeing more and more views. And as of the recording of this video, we are at 863 subscribers. So I can't thank you guys enough for that. So here you have the figure itself. You have the action figure pose at the front. Marvel Studios, the Infinity Saga, Gladiator Hulk, artwork on the sides, and then the figure on the back along with its accessories. 2 axes, a helmet, an extra head, and an extra gripping hand. And then what is a stunning looking figure just on the package, and artwork on the sides. This figure was sealed on the shelf, which was another attraction to it. I mean, I just had never seen this figure before. I didn't know it existed, so it really spoke to me, reached out to me and said, hey, you gotta check this out. So we're gonna open it up, check out its accessories, compare it to other Avengers in my collection, and the other Hulk figure that I have that I got when I first started all of this. So let's take it out of the box, shall we? So before we get to the figure itself, we're going to look at the accessories. And this is the giant axe that it comes with. A lot of detail in the sculpting. Nice color to it, silver, but a little rust and some aging techniques on it. I mean, just awesome sculpt. It really looks great, and it's huge, so you know the figure is going to be huge. And then here is an axe, same thing. It's got the weather-worn look to it. Great sculpting on the handle. Nice chunks taken out, and like battle scarring action on the weapon itself. Then you get the helmet, which is just as impressive. Got aging on the feathers here, and then battle scarring on the metal. Little paint decor there. Just really good looking. And like I said, this was all sealed and seems to be all complete, so that is very exciting. And then here we have the extra screaming head, which is really good. And really nice yelling head sculpt there. And then this is the extra fist, or the extra open hand, complete with metal spikes on the wrist. It's even got nice sculpted purple tape in the hand. Very nice. Got the peg there to put it in there. Now we're going to take a look at the figure itself. And it's a big boy, you can tell already. It's a big figure that I really like. And so here is Gladiator Hulk with just a phenomenal look. You have paint design on the face. You have all this molded sculpting on the outfit. Really good. I don't even know if you can say Marvel does this much detail on their current figures. Sculpted gauntlet, purple tape. You have this shoulder piece that's separate and it's a shinier metal, and sculpted sandals. I'm gonna try to pose him a little bit. It does seem a little tough in the joints, but that's okay. We got battle paint on his arm and bicep. Here he bends at the shoulder, or at the elbows. Like that. This is single jointed, you're not gonna get massive flexibility and double jointed arms on this one, but I don't care. You have a torso twist right there, and great sculpting on the, oh, I forget what you call this part. And then he does have double jointed knees, so you can pose them like such, not that you would need to. And then he's got back and forth on the, he is stiff, but you just saw me take him out of the box, so but he does pose like that. And now let's see how he looks with some of his accoutrements. And here he is with some of his accoutrements. I replaced the head, added the helmet, and then of course his two wielding weapons. And what a great looking figure it is, ready for battle. Looks absolutely stunning. Certainly a great addition to the collection, and one that up until yesterday I didn't even know existed. Absolutely loved the way he looks. Always exciting to add a new Hulk to the collection, especially because he's so rare. Let's compare him to other Avengers in the line, see how he holds up, and along with some other bigger figures that are in my collection. And here he is with some of my core Avengers figures. You have Iron Man, Captain America, and of course Thor. And he stands ridiculously tall above them, which is really nice to see. The scaling is absolutely great. And here he is next to the other Hulk figure that I have that I got early on. I think I got this like close to 4 or 5 years ago at this point. Not realizing this was one of the only ones they had that I believe is from the MCU collection. I know there's many others out there in different forms for other lines, but as far as collecting MCU versions of characters, this was one of the only ones that I found. And he is way bulkier. I like the sculpting on the one on the left a little bit better, but I think that for sheer size, the new Gladiator Hulk is phenomenal. But there's a lot more sculpting and detail in terms of musculature and detail on the skin compared to the Gladiator Hulk. But in terms of sheer size to compare to other MCU figures, I think the Gladiator Hulk is head and shoulders above the one on the left. And then here he is with Thanos, which in terms of sheer size, he's way bigger than this Thanos figure now. So that's very cool, because Thanos was one of the bigger figures in my collection up until recently, but you can tell in sheer bulk that if you can tell that way, that he's much bigger. And then here's one in terms of sheer size, probably one of the biggest figures I have in my collection. This Cull Obsidian figure, which I got very early on in the collecting of my Marvel Legends. So this, I think, is with the exception of my Surtur, is probably the biggest figure I have in my collection, and I can't take Surtur down. It's just way too high up on the shelf. But definitely meets his match with Gladiator Hulk here. Certainly a good fight to the finish with the two of them. So my final thoughts on this figure, obviously, if you can't tell by my sheer excitement for this figure getting added to the collection, is nothing short of stunning. Yes, the muscle sculpting on the body is a little bit different than the older Hulk that I showed, but in sheer size, this is one beefy figure that is just awesome to add to the collection. I don't have any other Hulks. Really, the sculpting on the weapons and the helmet is absolutely phenomenal, and the fact that I traded in a bunch of stuff that we didn't need anymore and got this in its place is fine with me. Makes more space, got the clutter out, and added something we so dearly wanted to add to the collection. So this is a phenomenal purchase. I don't even know if Amazon's still selling this. I don't know. And the fact that it was sealed and mint in box, just everything, it ticked all the boxes. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you like, subscribe, and share this video with other action figure enthusiasts. I thank you so much for watching. I hope to catch you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye bye.